Welcome back to Silver State Trains. So I've been working on my layout every chance that I can. I've been working from home a couple of days. So on my 15-minute breaks, I've been doing wiring and five or so minutes here and there when I can squeeze it in. Been working on getting all the wiring done. So yeah, this is where I'm at right now. All the switch wires have been put through the layout. They're not hooked up or anything, so I have to switch everything manually. But I have ran all of the feeders, so hopefully all my track is live. So I figured I would test that with you guys here now to see if it works, to see if my wiring job is done correctly. So I figured I'd test it with you guys here live, if you will, or record it and share it with you, however you want to look at it. Now, I didn't record me working on this just because I didn't think it would make for interesting TV, if you will, just me drilling holes and poking wires through. Plus, it's also just kind of a nightmare to film that. A lot of starting and pausing and moving the camera and not good camera angles. So I just figured, let me just get the wiring done and we can get back to filming. So yeah, so let's get this tested and see if it works. Let me set up the camera here. All right, here we go. Let's give this a quick test. Now, right now, I'm just running DC. So I have my bus underneath there. I don't know how many feeders I have hooked up to this, but I have quite a bit. But yeah, I'm just gonna test it in DC. I figured I have an engine here that is still a DC engine, and it'll be my sacrificial lamb, I guess, if you will, if things don't go right. But yeah, let's just fire it up and go. I'm not gonna run this slow or anything because that'll be boring for you guys. So I'm just gonna run it quick. Oops. All right, helps if I use the right controller. So let's try that again. It works. See, going over the first crossover. So far, so good. I'll go slow around there so it doesn't fly off. All right, my outer loop works. Let's put this to the inside track. Give that a whirl, see how the inside loop does. All right, let's try that. See if it works. All right. Went over the crossover just fine. Oh, might have a dead spot. Switches are thrown correctly. Try it again. Nope. All right, so I got a dead spot there. So I either have a bad wire or more than likely I just forgot to put a feeder there. So let's go after this switch and see if it works. Let's try that. There we go. Oh. Let's try that again. Okay, so that was thrown correctly, but it still kicked the back end out. Let's back her up. Okay. One more time. All right, I want to try this inner this runaround track here. Which switch is that? That one. All right, make sure that one works. So far, so good. All right, well, that works. Let's try the yard. So I figured I would just test this with you guys just to see how my yard works. Let's try that inner track. That is a nice long yard there. Alright, let's try the next one. I'm assuming if it goes down there, it's got juice, so I don't need to run all the way down there. Alright, next one. Okay, this one doesn't work. Let's run you out of there. Okay. How about my next line here? So these back two tracks here, they don't have any feeders, so the way I'm powering it is through the Kato switch. So that way, my sound engines, when I throw the switch, for example, it'll die just like that. So that way, I won't be running sound all the time. But let me see why this one's not working. Does it have a feeder? It has a feeder. Okay. Blue on the outside. Yeah, blue on the outside. Okay. Why aren't you happy? Well, let's try that again. See if just unplugging it, plugging it back in fixes it. No. Alright, I'm gonna have to fiddle with that one. Maybe it's a bad feeder or something, I'm not sure. But anyway, I've tested this whole area. I have one dead track. I'm curious to try this next area here, this long yard I got. Let's see, how do I want this to run? I want you to go that way, that way. Might as well try that. Okay, I'm gonna slow you down. Alright. Well, at least I got to test this back loop of the station. Oops. Why aren't you working? Oh, okay. Alright, got another dead spot to fix. Okay, well, at least this area is working. I'm finding I have some small pieces of track in between switches that, you know, if you don't put power there, it's not going to work. Okay, that worked. Let's try this area. right, one more lead. Or track area, whatever you want to call it. Let's see. All right, so this whole industry works. I gotta fix the dead spot over there. Or two dead spots, really. All right, so let's throw this. I wanna go that way. I'm gonna go here. Let's try the next loop. All right, cool, so that works, but I know up ahead it's dead. So I'm gonna just back out. And then let's try straight ahead. All right, so I have a few problem spots I gotta work on, but proof of concept, the layout works. I have a train running again. I've also traced all my track. So I know some of it's kind of shoved around and not straight. That's because I've just been working on it, but this is all traced out and ready to go. So once I test everything, make sure all my track is live, no problem spots, I haven't fixed that S-curve over there yet, so I want to see how trains do around there. If not, I'll order track. But I want to get everything tested, and then I can glue this down and finally start some ballasting. But so yeah, I wanted to do a quick test video with you guys to see if my layout works. So until my next video, thank you all for watching. Have a good one.